might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now,
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And this is going to be our first cooking video for the new year, 2023. And we're looking forward to doing a lot more this year, aren't we, Marie?
Yes.
Today is it's a pretty nice day here, but we're supposed to get a lot of rain this afternoon. And since it is the new year, we're going to try to do some healthier recipes this year. And at least this one will be healthier, won't it, Marie? But today what we're going to be making a chicken and mushroom soup. And this is something, we make chicken soup all the time with rice, but this time we're going to add some mushrooms to it. We're going to be using Marie's new Pioneer Woman pot that she got for Christmas. Our grandson Michael and his girlfriend Amber gave this pot to Marie.
Yeah.
And so this will be the first time cooking in it. And we're going to use our Cuisinart countertop burner so we can do it right here on our workstation.
One of the things I like about it is you can put it in the oven and also use it.
Yeah, it can be used on the top or in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for this soup that we're going to be making today, the ingredients, we're going to be using 2 chicken breasts, half a cup of rice, 2 carrots, 1 stalk of celery, and for the mushrooms, I'm going to be using a bag of frozen mushrooms. Our store just did not have any pretty mushrooms at all, so we're going with frozen mushrooms this time. We'll be using 6 cups of chicken broth, a teaspoon of minced garlic, some salt and pepper, and then parsley flakes, thyme, and poultry seasoning. And we'll also be using butter and an onion. And so the recipe will be in the description of the video. Just click on it right below the video where it has the title, and right below it you'll see where it says more. And click right there and it'll open up and give you the full recipe. So while I'm going to get the soup started. So while I'm doing the soup, you going to do us some good cornbread today, Marie?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some. I can't promise it'll look like yours, but I'll give it a good try.
Oh, it probably tastes better than mine. Okay, but we're going to get started. And first thing I'm going to do is get these vegetables chopped up. And as soon as I get through chopping vegetables, I'll be right back with you.
Heading back to what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again. Driving is like a spiritual cleanse where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end. Eyes on the road, don't lose control. I'm speeding fast to chase my soul. I'm driving to get away, running through emotions high and low, holding on or letting go. I'm fighting another day. Neon lights in the fast lane life, riding high, reaching for the sky. I had it all but lost and fell back down again. Spent my time playing the game where every single day was a losing battle and every drink was a dead end. Eyes on the goal, don't lose
Okay,
control.
everyone, I've got my vegetables chopped up. So we're going to go ahead and get started doing this soup. My pot is probably not hot enough yet, but I'm going to add the butter to it. That's 2 tablespoons of butter. Let it start melting down. And while it's melting down, Okay, my phone just gave me a notice that it's getting ready to do an update. So I had to keep that from doing an update. Okay, so the butter's melting. I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions to it. My onion was a big onion, but Marie and I, we love onions, so I think it'll be okay, don't you, Marie?
I think it will.
Marie's standing way over there, so you may not hear her talking because the mic's over here in front of me. Okay, go ahead and add my carrots to it. And add my celery to it. And I'm gonna go ahead and add this 1 pack of frozen mushrooms. Okay. Okay, so my butter is melted now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stir these around a little bit and saute them. And I'm probably gonna saute them for a full 5 minutes before I add anything else to it. So let me get these started sauteing and I'll be back with you in 5 minutes.
What you're putting in, all your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring?
Calvin, that certainly does smell good.
It really does, don't it, Marie?
It does.
It's been sauteing now for about 5 minutes and the onions look like they are soft. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and add in, I'm gonna let Marie add these spices and I'll tell you what she's putting in. The first thing she's gonna add is 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. And then she's going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And then the last seasoning is 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, and 1/2 teaspoon of poultry seasonings. So this is really going to make it smell good now, Marie.
Know it.
Oh, that looks great. I hope y'all can see this as good as we can. Okay, let me get this stirred up a little bit. I'm going to let this cook for about 1 minute before I add the rest of the ingredients. Oh man, Marie, that smells great.
It does.
I knew that was going to be good. Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and add my chicken to it. And we're using 2 large chicken breasts. And we actually had these in the freezer. And we needed to get them used up. So this was a perfect recipe for using the chicken breast. And then we'll be putting in 1/2 cup of rice. Next, I'll be adding chicken broth, and it calls for 6 cups. I wasn't sure how big this pot is, how much it will hold, but I think this pot's gonna hold it just fine, don't you,
Not
Marie?
ready for the other one.
Yeah, just half of that one, okay, Marie? This is 4 cups, and we're gonna put half of this one in.
Okay. Is that the right way?
It'll work.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing it this way. I seem to like pouring it that way. Okay. And then we'll save this half here, and we'll use it on another recipe. Okay, I'm gonna stir this up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna let it continue to heat until it comes up to a boil. And as soon as it comes to a boil, then I'll time it, and I'm gonna cook it for 15 minutes. Then I'll take the chicken out and finish cooking. So let me cover this up and let it come to a boil, and we'll be back with you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back now. This has been cooking for 15 minutes. I let it come to a boil before I set my timer. And while this was cooking, Marie finished her cornbread. It sure does look good. Okay, so I'm going to remove the chicken breast. Okay, I'll let these chicken breasts sit here and cool for just a few minutes. And I'm going to put the lid back on, give it a good stir. Boy, it sure does look good. Okay, I'm going to let this cook for 10 more minutes to be sure the rice is good and tender, and I will check it. As soon as this chicken cools down just a little bit, I'll get it shredded, and this will be added back to the soup at the end of 10 minutes. So let me set my timer here. Okay, well, that's 15. We don't want 15. Okay, and so I'll be back with you in about 10 minutes. Okay, we're back, y'all, and our soup's been cooking for another 10 minutes. Let's see how it looks in here. Oh, it looks good, don't it, Marie?
It does, Calvin. It smells good.
Okay. And our chicken breasts were so big that after I shredded them up, I saved a little bit of the chicken breast meat, and we'll use this for either sandwich or chicken salad, won't we, Marie?
Right.
And so we'll put that in the refrigerator as soon as it cools off completely. Let me put this back in. And the chicken was tender. It did not overcook. That's one of the problems with those big chicken breasts. They're real easy to overcook them, and they'll end up being tough. But this was real tender. I enjoyed it. I did taste test the chicken already. How's that look, Marie?
Looks like I can't wait to get it.
Okay. Let me turn everything off. This little electric burner, it takes a few minutes for it to completely cool down. And so, put that up right there. Okay, let's give it just a minute to cool here. Okay, let me do it like this and show you how it looks. That really looks good, don't it, Marie?
It does, Calvin.
Yes, Marie, that is some good looking soup. Okay, let me get us a bowl. Let me get some of your cornbread. I want to put some cornbread on the bottom of mine.
Okay.
Cornbread looks good, Marie.
Cornbread cooked in a skillet is really the best way to go, but I cooked mine in a glass pan today.
Well, you did a good job on it. It looks real good. Y'all know that I always like to put my cornbread in the bottom of my soup. And I think I'll go ahead and put all this cornbread in there. That looks good. Okay, there's my bowl. There you go, Marie. I put a little more juice in yours than I did mine. Let me take a picture of these and then we'll do a taste test. Okay, I got our pictures of it. So now we're going to do a taste test. And let me try one of those carrots. I love carrots.
Very delicious.
Very flavorful, isn't it, Marie? One more taste.
That thyme in it really does bring out all of the flavor in it.
That's very delicious. That last bite was a little bit hot. I didn't give it time to cool. Okay.
I think you did a good job on this one, Calvin.
Thank you, Marie. We're going to go in here. This is going to be our dinner today. And I might mention, if you don't like mushrooms, you can just leave the mushrooms out. You do not have to put it in. Also, if you don't want to put rice in, you can substitute it, and you can either use potatoes or noodles or whatever you choose. It'll still make a very delicious soup. So I'm ready to go here and enjoy my dinner. How about you, Marie?
Me too, Calvin.
Okay, well, thanks for your help, and your cornbread's real good. I tried it too. Okay, so I'll let you close out the video, Marie.
Okay, so y'all do what you love and love what you do, and we'll see you on the next video, and bye.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see from up here.